Now we are starting the topic which is speed, velocity and acceleration. Are speed and velocity same? No, they actually are not same. They both are different things. Speed is basically the ratio of distance covered by the body per unit time. But the velocity is the displacement by the body per unit time. Okay, so that's the difference between them. Now just consider speed. It is a scalar quantity. Why? Because this distance is a scalar quantity. We are not at all considering the direction in which the body is moving. But in the case of displacement, we are considering the direction of the body in which it is moving. So velocity is basically a vector quantity and the speed is a scalar quantity. Okay, so this is the proper thing. Now the SI unit of speed is meter per second. Okay, SI unit of speed is meter per second, but we can also calculate the speed in other units like kg per kilometers per hour. Okay, this is also unit, so it can be kilometers per hour. Speed can be calculated in kilometers per hour or any other thing like kilometers per minute. Not at all a problem. Okay, so there are various other units also, but the SI unit, the standard unit that we consider is basically meter per second for speed. Okay, speed is a scalar quantity as I already told you, and because it is having only magnitude, it can only be positive. The speed of a particular body can only be positive. It cannot be negative and it cannot be zero. Okay, that's the point. Now, another term which we are going to look to is basically the average speed. What do we mean by the average speed? For calculating the average speed, suppose that there is a person. Suppose that here he is a person and he is starting from point A. He moved till point B with a speed of, you can consider, 30 meter per second. Okay, with the speed of 30 meter per second, or 30 meter per second is a huge quantity if you convert it into kilometer per hour, so we can just consider it as 5 meter per second. Okay, so this person is moving from point A to point B with a speed of 5 meter per second, and from B to C, this person is moving with a speed of, you can consider, 10 meter per second. Okay, this is also a huge quantity, but we can consider it. Okay, now the total distance of this particular thing, okay, the total distance covered from point A to B, we can consider it as 10 meters, or we can consider it as, you can consider, 100 meters. That's also a proper thing. Okay, so here it is 100 meters, and here let us consider it as 200 meters. Now, if we want to find the average speed for this particular motion when a boy is reaching from point A to point C, then how can we calculate? Average speed is basically total distance by total time. Are we knowing the total distance? Yes, we are knowing the total distance. It is basically how much? It is basically equals to 300 meters. The total distance covered by this person is basically equals to 300 meters. Are we knowing the total time? No, we aren't. But can we calculate the time using these quantities? Like we are having speed, we are having distance. So is time not equals to distance by speed? Time is equals to distance by speed. So we can simply write it as 100 by 5 meter per second, which is basically equals to what? It is basically equals to 20 seconds. Okay, this time is basically equals to 20 seconds. Now, for the journey from B to C, what is the time taken? So the time from journey B to C, or I can write it simply like this is AB and then this is equals to BC. I can simply write it as 200 by 10 meter per second. Okay, it is 200 by 10, which is equals to what? Again it is equals to 20 seconds. Means, can we find out the total time taken for a person in reaching from A to C? Yes, the total time, or I can write it over here, that the time is basically equals to how much? Time is basically equals to, this is basically the total distance, and the time basically equals to 20 seconds plus 20 seconds, which is equals to what? Which is equals to 40 seconds. Okay, it is equals to 40 seconds. Now, can we calculate the average speed of the body? Can we calculate the average speed of this person? Yes. How? The average speed is basically equals to distance by time, which is equals to 300 by 40, and this comes out to be what? 15 by 2, which is equals to 7.5 meter per second. 7.5 meter per second is the average speed of the body. Okay, I think you got what do we mean by speed, and I just gave you a glimpse of what average speed is. Also, we talked about velocity. Now